or simply Riddling, and I am here today with yet another DIY video. I am super excited about this one because I wanted to do something Dragon Age related for like a super long time, and I finally got an idea. Basically, what I'm going to be showing you how to make is my version of the Warden's Oath Amulet from the game. We don't really get a visual of the amulet in the game, they just kind of describe to you what it is. So I took the idea and made it into my own amulet, which is this. I actually have like a description of it right here. All Grey Wardens receive these amulets after their joining, containing just a trace of the darkspawn blood consumed in the initiate's ritual. These amulets serve as a constant reminder of the Warden's eternal vigil against the darkspawn hordes. So I took that idea and then kind of twisted it a little bit until I came up with this. So I really liked the meaning behind it and I wanted to make my own version. So I'm going to show you guys how I made this. It was a super fun craft and it took like 5 minutes to make it, and it's something you can really be creative with because, like I said, there's no set visual for this amulet, so you can really put a twist on it, make it look however you want, and just go off of the idea like I did of darkspawn blood being in a vial. I'm going to show you how I made my amulet, and I'm going to show you where you can buy all the stuff that I used and make it look just like mine. Let's get started! Here we are back at my plain paper surface that I used to craft things on. To avoid making a mess, I recommend laying something down, whether it be an old t-shirt, a cloth. I use paper, as you can see here. The first thing you're going to need is clear glue. I have Elmer's clear glue. I got this on walmart.com for only a few bucks. If you don't have clear glue and you don't want to buy it or you don't want clear glue, then you can also use soap. That's an alternative that might be a little easier if you don't have the clear glue already. You're also going to need some kind of red food dye or red dye. I just use plain old regular red food dye that you would find in your kitchen. If you look in your kitchen, you'll probably find it there, or you can get it at a food store, and I think you can get it at craft stores as well. Then you're going to need some toothpicks for stirring and mixing reasons, and because toothpicks are always handy when it comes to crafting. Then you're going to need this little vial that I have here. I'll put a link in the description to where I got mine. I got mine off of an Etsy store, but with these vials you can be super creative because there are a ton of these all over Etsy. You don't have to use a specific one that I use. There's some that are like little jars, there's some that look like little cork bottles. Pretty much you can pick any kind. I just picked this one because it kind of looked a little, fantasy-like. It looked kind of medieval, so I picked this one. I thought it went well with the theme. Then you're going to need crazy glue or some kind of really, really super duper strong glue because you don't want this thing falling apart because then you're going to get this fake blood all over your clothes and look like some kind of mass murderer. So I'm using crazy glue, but any kind of really strong, sturdy glue that will hold will work. Then you're also going to need this griffin charm. Now this charm, I actually was very lucky to come across this because it looks just like the Grey Warden griffin. I'll put a link in the description to the exact listing that I got it from on Etsy so that you can buy the exact same one if you want to. Next, you're going to need some kind of jewelry chain. If you don't have jewelry chain, you can just take something from an old necklace. If you have an old necklace you don't wear anymore, you can take the chain from it, or you can even take some pieces of string and tie them together and use that as a rope chain if you don't have a chain. But jewelry chain is pretty cheap. You can find it at any craft store or online. I'm using the Blue Moon brand. Actually, as you'll notice at the end of the video, I ended up switching chains to a gold chain that was actually part of an old necklace that I had. Next, you're going to need jewelry pliers. And I also forgot to show this here, but you are going to need some jump rings. The first thing you are going to do is open up your little vial, whatever kind of vial it may be. You can see that here it's in 3 different parts. So what I'm going to do first is I want to glue one of the sides down. I just felt like it would make it easier if I did that in advance. So here I slid the pin through, and now I am putting some crazy glue in the little lid cap thingy of the vial. So now I'm sliding the tube into the cap and sticking it together. Now you're going to open up your food dye. Be very careful with this also because it stains pretty easily. So I'm scooping some of this out of here with a toothpick. It actually already looks like blood, so if you wanted to, you could just pour that into your vial, but I like to mix it with some glue because it gives it a little more thickness. Now I'm just putting the food dye inside of the vial. I'm applying it to all the sides and just kind of gobbing it in there. Now I am taking my clear glue and I'm filling up the rest of the vial with clear glue. Here I'm putting some crazy glue on the other side of the vial, the other cap thingy, and I'm going to stick that on the other side of the vial, and then my darkspawn blood will be secured shut inside, so make sure that you are satisfied with how it looks because there's pretty much no going back. Now I'm taking my jewelry pliers and I'm going to bend this side of the wire into a little circle, a little hook thing. So now our vial is finished. Now we just have to attach it to a chain and attach our griffin charm. Now it's time to break out your jump rings because we're going to be connecting a ton of stuff here. To split my jump rings, I kind of have a somewhat dangerous method. I slide the jump ring onto the end of scissors. Safety scissors are preferable, and then I just slide it down with my fingers until it splits apart. So now I'm just sliding my vial onto one end of the jump ring. Then I'm holding it there with my 2 fingers, and then I'm going to slide the griffin charm right beside it on the same jump ring. I'm going to hold these carefully in place, grab my jewelry pliers, and tighten the jump ring. Now we have our pendant all ready to go. All we've got to do is put it on a chain. So this is the chain I ended up using. I picked a gold chain that I had laying around because I thought that it matched all of the stuff I had better. It matched the jump rings, it matched the pendants, it matched the vial. So before you start doing anything, measure out your chain and figure out how long you want it to be. Kind of plan out where you're going to do everything. I want mine to be fairly long, so I'm measuring it out to the length I want, and then I'm kind of figuring out where I'm going to attach the pendant. You're going to want to attach the pendant somewhere in the middle of the chain. Now I'm doing the same dealio as before, where I split the jump ring with the scissors and attach it with my jewelry pliers. So here I'm just feeding it through the chain and then feeding the pendant through the jump ring, and then I am closing it securely with my jewelry pliers. So now our amulet is almost ready. All we have to do is attach the ends at the top so that we can make it into a necklace. To do that, I'm doing the exact same thing with the jump rings. I'm just splitting them with scissors and then attaching one to the end of the chain. If your chain already has a clasp, then you don't have to worry about attaching one, but if not, you can attach a clasp with the same method. Put a jump ring through one side of the clasp and attach it to the chain with the other side, and then close your jump ring, and then you are done, and your Warden's Oath amulet is ready to be worn. You just wear it around and feel super mighty powerful because you have the blood of darkspawn that you slayed yourself around your neck. Then everybody will know that you are a Grey Warden. Duncan would be very proud of you if you were still here. Okay, anyway, that is it. That's it. Your necklace is done. Yay! Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please thumbs up if you did. By the way, if any of you guys ever make any of the crafts that I do here on my channel, please send them to me. I really love seeing that. It's so cool. Somebody sent me a picture the other day of their Minecraft sword that they made based off of my tutorial, and I just find it so awesome that you guys are following the tutorials and that they're helpful for you. Send it my way on Twitter or post on Instagram with the hashtag #SimplyRiddling and tag me in it, and I'll most likely see it. I really, really appreciate you guys being here and you watching my videos and being so supportive of me. You guys are the awesomest ever. Thank you so much for watching. Bye! In general, so I just like hit this thing. Don't sloppily, squirt it everywhere because, wow, that sounded... Be very careful with it, is what I'm saying here.